I'm going to tell you how you can see something without relying so much on these things. So try to imagine yourself without any senses. No eyes, no ears, no nose. You'd pretty much just be a lump of matter, and that would be a painful way to live. So our senses are instruments through which we can understand and interact with the world around us and express ourselves as well. So I want to ask you, just because your eyes are open right now, does that mean that you're actually seeing? Just because we're awake and walking around and interacting with the world around us doesn't mean that we actually understand what's actually going on. I'll give you 2 examples to think about. Here's the first one. If a young child was to look through the lens of a microscope at the structure of a cell, even though the child is seeing exactly what a microbiologist would see, at the same time they're not seeing because they don't understand what they're looking at. So unless we have knowledge to understand what we're seeing, we're not actually seeing because we can't comprehend that which we see. What I'm trying to say is that sensual perception and knowledge go hand in hand. You can hear something, you can see something, you can taste something, but unless you know what it is you're perceiving, you're not actually fulfilling the purpose of using your senses, which is to understand what you're interacting with. Now, next time you're out and about, perhaps amongst other people, just stop for a while and have a look around. Observe the chaos of the city, observe the things that people do to make them happy, observe life in general, and question yourself. Do you actually understand what's going on? Why do people go to work? Why do people make money, go to universities? Why do people look for happiness in movies, in intoxicants? To understand the bigger picture, you require transcendental knowledge. Here's an interesting quotation from the Bhagavatam, which is yoga's graduate study. Quote, "When the soul is under the spell of material nature and false ego, or identifying the material body as the self, the soul becomes absorbed in material activities, and by the influence of the false ego, he thinks that he is the owner and enjoyer of everything." Okay, so now here is the second example. Once again, physically, your eyes are open and you may even have knowledge about what you're looking at, but you're not mentally concentrating on what you're looking at. In other words, you're daydreaming. Let's say that you're reading a book and your eyes are actually scanning the words on the page, but in your mind, you're actually thinking about how you're gonna apologize to a certain person. In this case, because your mind is not focused on what you're looking at, you're also actually not looking because you're not understanding and making sense of what you're seeing because your mind is elsewhere. So you have to be more present and mindful about what your senses are interacting with. And that requires having a focused and tranquil mind. Okay, so there you have it. If you actually want to see things as they are, you need at least 2 more things in addition to your eyes. Transcendental knowledge and a focused mind are 2 things that you need to develop if you want to see things as they are. So thank you for watching, and if you learned something new by watching this video, go ahead and press the like button and remember to subscribe to our channel. I will see you next time.